It's angled, it's fine, I can work with this.
So...
No? No, just letting me know you're alive.
No. Not okay. Just... Sonny, I've done a lot of crying today.
Emotionally drained, it's fine.
I'm more than tired, so...
You're fine.
I showed you the best.
I'll stream for a bit and end off when I can.
Just when it's time to finish, just go and press the little red button on the screen.
Little red button on there.
No, it's not red. It's small, it's white, it has a dot and 2 parentheses. That's the end stream button.
Okay.
That phone was being a bit of a jerk. If you have any difficulties, just come wake me up.
Alright, 2 little dots. That's fine, just 2 little dots in the parentheses, and that's end to it. That's the end it.
Just, I'm real tired.
Hey, you're fine, I got this.
Just give everyone a moment, they'll start coming.
Yeah, yeah. Oh. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? My voice coming in right? Can you hear me, friends? Put up this. A little lower. There we go. Oh, man. I had somebody. Where'd they go? Where's Easy? Man. It's not just me, is it? Hello? Hello? Yeah. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? It has been quite some time. Oh, okay. What? Dropping people? ZZ, hey! Hey, how you doing? Oh my goodness, I thought no one was gonna show up. I was so worried, man. Oh, jeez. Hey, it's fine. Pretty clear. I'm, running solo. Hope you don't mind. It's been quite the week for, well, not just me, but obviously Roll-For-Dexterity. So, she got some news today about her car. It is unfortunately unsalvageable, unsavable. So, during work, she got the call from her insurance company saying that they can't do much about it. So, in the middle of work, had to grab what was left in her old car and put it in the rental. So, yeah, it's pretty bad. So, Roll has been doing a lot of crying, and so she's in the room, just trying to rest, relax, try to calm down. So I've been going solo today. Sorry, guys. I hope you don't mind, as it's setup's a little screwy this time around, but as you can see enough, I guess, I've done things, clearly at the level 11 in the almost 8-hour playtime. But, at least you're here to get started. Yeah, no kidding. I hope things go well. I am so sick of this, man. They're just... Again, it's been just a emotionally draining week. But, again, as you saw from the playtime and the levels, I've been doing things. And I have to stand so I can see what the bloody hell I'm doing. Yeah, no kidding, huh? Here we go. These are everything Mario's running with: the picnic boots, the so-so hammer, so-so gear, whatever. Of course, the build it glove and the make it badge, or bangle. Pretty good, I'd say. Now, as for Luigi, take a look at his stash. It is rather nice, wouldn't you say? All from, mostly these two, the last ditch gloves and the treasure stacks, but, yeah, these were not easy to come by, and I did it way too early, I'd say. I did the whole grinding thing. But it increases your stash and BB by 50%, but I'm KO'd if I ever take a hit. So I, get good, eh? Yeah, like Nutty, I, kinda moved, this away a little too soon. And, I was like, oh, dearie me, that is a cutscene. Luigi, why are you staring at the pipe? What's so special about it, buddy? Bro, come on. Yes, hello, Ark. I know, I done saw it last week. Yeah, I also saw that. Oh boy, the Great Lighthouse. No kidding. Hoping and praying. Hey, it has just been rough. I mean, again, she's got the rental, and it's when she's feeling marginally better. Hello. She will. What you doing? I mean, when she's feeling a bit better, she will set up a Ko-Fi and or coffee or however you want to bloody pronounce this darn thing. And other things with art and what have ye. My dear Zizi, what on this lovely blue marble are you? What? Oh, yeah. Oh. Grazie, dankeschön, merci, thank you, thank you. That really does mean a lot to me, and roll as well, I'm sure. Wish upon the stars, wish upon the supermoon that's showing up, wish to something. Anything, please. Again, it does mean quite a lot. Aww, thank you. I mean, this whole stream was to make people better and make them feel safe and sound. And I tried to do that with you last time, clearly, and it worked. I do sincerely apologize to you. It's just me tongue, me nerves, it's a whole lot of shite. And unfortunately, I'm gonna be like this for a while until me nerves settle down. It's a more natural state of the tongue for me. Once again, thank you. I hope you don't mind the shite accent if it's not too bad for you. How's the game coming to you? Is loud enough? Need to be louder, a little quieter? You know, before major story shows up, and I will be streaming for a bit until, you know, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, the wreck was rough, and now all of a sudden, oh, they can save the car. No, they can't save the car, and now it's just a whole bunch of shite we gotta sift through. And honestly, I'm sick of it. I really am. No, I guess while I got you here, and no kidding. Yeah, now Roll's got to find some insurance that'll take her. Well, on a new car that won't be too exorbitant. I mean, she already had one mishap due to some imbecile's negligence, although it was technically on her end because of how the accident happened. She had to pay, instead of 600, $650 for her insurance, and now there's going to be something better, hopefully, with the new car. We just got to save money. well, more than before. Uh, and honestly, I'm sick and tired of this cripe. Yeah. eh. Although that accident was about a year ago. Wasn't too bad, it's messed up her rear camera. Because she had one of those in the old car. Um, only screwed that up. Wasn't too terrible. We'd lived without it, obviously, for quite a while. Again, this one just absolutely destroyed it. Something to do with the. Oh, we're hoping, lad or lass. No judging. Whatever you feel like today or tomorrow or next week. But yeah, we hope and pray it's a nice one, a decent price to get, and. Eh? Oh, lad. Right, lad. Um, it's just the fact of something nice, something, affordable, something that won't gouge out her money when it comes to insurance. Can't see you. Ah. Oh, it's nothing. Yeah, that's it to do something nice with the folks. It'll just take time, though. It'll just take time. So whatever Roll has saved for the insurance for the old car, it's gonna be going to saving for a new one, and then in its insurance. Just a lot of hoops to jump through, and I'm sick and tired. Absolutely. Also, I know you were there for Nutty's stream about Ello. Now, I was not making fun of him. I mean, I'm a large fella myself. No need to make fun of someone around my size. I was just referencing the whole bloat thing from Superstar Saga. Because somebody in chat mentioned looking to Luigi's like, hey, got any dynamite? And I was like, oh, I see what you're referencing. Bloat, the skeleton who engorged himself on Chocola Cola. And the whole Ostov was a reference to that, and Ostov, if you don't know what that means, spell it backwards. I was not making fun of the boy Ello. He's a good lad. He's a vibe. Pretty sure it still should be there in Rainforest Island. Okay. Yup, the time side quests, which I will be doing. I can't bloody say the setup's a little blinding. There she is. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. It does honestly mean a lot. pretty sure if I just go to the end here, I might be able to skip it. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing what you're typing as a website. It's only coming up asterisk my end, brother. Kinda. Ooh, just a bit so I can see where the hell I'm going. Where am I? Over here. Okay. Oh, I do have to ask around. I've got to play the game by its own rules. That sucks. Up. Up. Let me happy. Car Gurus and Auto Trader. Alrighty, I'll let her know. May have to take a picture of that so I can play out. Good messenger. Thank you kindly. Hey you. Useless. Yes, thank you so much. How about you? See the spyglass? Oh, touchy. Thank you, Luigi. You glorious man, you. Oh, jeez. He is indeed trying his best. You ever seen those things a few years ago when it's Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing in Mario Party? Yeah, he's doing the same thing here. Oh no, it's a Coopelian knockoff. Oh, Jeebus Javis. I'm gonna be blind to chat just a little tiny bit because I gotta. Yeah, that is quite a few of them. I don't know where they were hiding, but there's quite a few of them. So I'm gonna stand so I can actually see what the hell I'm doing with combat. So I'll be right back. Ugh. Throw time. Not as effective as I wanted. Ooh. Considering how the setup is, I will have to be standing for a lot of the combat, so I can actually see what the bloody hell I'm doing. Give.
I got you.
Cool. Let's give it back to the boy. Back to ship.
Fix it all.
Random question's easy. Well, I guess it's just you, me, and the floorboards. What's your favorite flavor out of all of them? Sweet, spicy, tangy, salty? I'm more of a savory kind of guy. Let's hear from you. Yes, okay. Not picky, are we? That's perfectly valid.
I got you.
Now see, I like spice. They just don't like me. I am allergic. It is not fun. My lips balloon and my throat kind of swells. It's not deadly or dangerous. And knock on wood. But very fair. I will give anything a try once. And the whole not moldy thing, is that a no on the blue cheese then? Because I like blue cheese on occasion. I know. I know what you mean, the unsafe kind. Come on, dude, you gotta get your goat somehow. Brother. Gotta sip. Oh, another question. You into D&D like at all? Dungeons and Dragons, my friend. Tabletop RPG. this thing too loud? Good enough. Oh. Oh. That's a shame. To each their own. Of course. Yeah, where I'm sitting is a little far away from the phone, camera, and microphone, so it's, gotta try to speak, clearly. No, not Papa Ark. Any card games? Be it Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, something like that? Just curious, if anything. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh, you're probably a really bad introvert like me and Roll, aren't ya? Ugh. Alright, dude. I feel that. Every time I'd go out to, like, say, Walmart or the local card shop a few years back, I just felt so socially drained. Yeah, you have a certain battery, and when you're out, it just slowly ticks away, but the more people there are... Yep, same way. Same way, you got a battery that's so full at any given time, but, when you're out, it just slowly ticks away until just at the end of the day, you are just done. You want a nice snack, a good drink, and just go to bed. Yeah. Me and Roll have been there. Done that. Thank you. This way. I don't see is Isaac here. Yep. How'd it do? Now for Isarok, I will be doing her little thing off stream. One less thing to bog you guys down with. And considering that doesn't, you know, include any combat, I shouldn't be too over-leveled. So, there be that. Madam Reeves are living creatures of coral and other aminals. The only time they turn to quote-unquote rock is more of a keratin, stuff like your nails, and that's when the coral has unfortunately passed. Oh, ZZ, if you've played Brothership, you wouldn't just miss the streams has something that Nelly doesn't have, you know. And, what would that be, ZZ? what do me and Miss D have that Nutty lacks? Because I'm genuinely curious since you told Misty that me, Roll, and her are your favorite streamers. Oh, it just... Is it because you can, like, click with us, kind of resonate? Is that it? Best guess? Ballpark? Nail on the head? Dino in the fish barrel? Hey, that's something. But yes, I will be doing Isarok off stream. It's just simpler that way. And if you have this game, I'm pretty sure you do. How far are you, by the by? How's that? Oh, right. That, Luigi, no. Wrong button, dude. Ow. Ow. My apologies. I thought you had the game. My bad. I do apologize, after all. Alright. Finally making progress. Oh, it is lovely. Yeah. Man, I'll tell you what, I have missed playing this game. I'm, like, really, really, really tempted to, like, play it on my own, have a separate save for it, do something, you know, just go through while I can, and, like, actually understand what the hell I'm doing. Oh, man. I mean, the original plan was to play for Roll, because I did that with TTYD remake, played for her, let her watch, let her experience the game as I did, even though I played the original. Anywho, that was my original plan, but when it came out, Nutty was talking about streaming it, Misty talking about streaming, I was like, oh, I kind of want to do that. That sounds like fun. Show my experience to others. Oh, do you? Please, do enlighten me. The little light bulb emoji. I got an idea! Oh, I gotta go all the way around, don't I? Why? I'll get there next year, I promise. Oh. I got a friend. I think I know what it is. It's as well. I think it's the Nutty has, you know, someone else, and I guess like a whole chat with me and Roll. It's well, just the two of us, and well, a very small like stream, I suppose. I know the reef is here somewhere. There you are. It's just, yeah, it's just it's more of a one-on-one experience. Because Nutty has such a huge, like, stream of people. You, me, Roll, Misty, Kirby, the gang. But since it's so small, it's just, you, like I said, you, me, and the floorboards. And it's nice. Just playing, having someone to talk to. I again did this with Roll. First time. With RPG for a little bit there, because I couldn't contain myself. And Thousand Year Door remake. Yeah, and other, very occasionally. Misty was supposed to show up. I mean, there's still times where she can, and again, I will be streaming for a while. Because we, started so late and all that. Again, I've been more concerned over Roll. My sweet girl. Who's been through a lot more than, actually trying to do this. And again, she set everything up and just went back to bed to get some semblance of rest, and I don't blame her. Oh yeah, your friend, right? Sort of, kind of, friends with benefits, as you said before. Way to see Luigi. Yeah, I'll take a show up too. Hey, don't... I've been told, and I will recite this to you. Love is like a fart. If you gotta force it, it's shit. Don't force anything. Just let it happen naturally, you know? As long as you two mesh well together, like I said before, that's all that matters. Christ, on a stick, this is taking forever. And trust me, romance is very complicated. How long distance is this? Yeesh. Guess while I'm waiting to putz around, I could try something again, since it's been a bit. Nope, toads. From what I've heard, long distance anything is hard to maintain, but all college. He's in Kool-Aid. Neat. What's he studying? I actually did kind of want to go into college myself, but finances are a bitch. A massive pain in the rear end. Now, I've tried this. Oh, engineering. I wanted to go into psychology. Clearly that didn't pan out too well, but that's probably why I, try to help people out as much as I can to make them feel like a person, help them through their issues. That's what I wanted to do. Actually go into psychology because I've been bullied a vast majority of my life. So I wanted to make a difference. Give me a bit while I focus on this malarkey. it's only me and ZZ.
That's fine.
Ah, bollocks. Aw, no problem.
It's not good. I have to sleep.
It wasn't me, was it?
No, just since you first woke me up.
I'm sorry, hon. Hey, it's no problem. I'm glad I could help you. Yeah, it's Roll. And if you couldn't sleep very well.
Things are cold.
Well, okay in a relative sense. She really couldn't sleep, so once again, okay in a relative sense, I suppose.
Tell them what the insurance company told me in my thoughts.
I did. I said that you're just emotionally drained and needed some rest.
Yeah, that didn't help me feel any better about it.
I know. I did tell him that.
I say it once, I'll say it again. I don't remember who I said it to, but it's the truth. Everyone else is like, they at least tried. It's like, he wasn't wanting to. I'm the person you're kind of better off sugarcoating it with.
Yeah.
Let's just be real that way.
Mm-hmm. Well, ZC says he and everyone else is here for you.
That's about the only solace I got.
Oh, and he finally found out. One, he told me, yes, and second, he finally found out what me, you, and Miss D have that Nutty doesn't.
What?
He actually feels like a friend watching us and not just an observer.
Nutty has a lot of.
Oh, I told him that, and I said, oh, low Angie. And I said, yeah, just Miss D has, a smaller group. You and I only have.
Smaller audiences. They're able to be interacted with more.
Yeah, far more.
When I'm one of the people who try to interact with everybody.
Yeah, you try, and so do I.
But
Oh, right. Boxes. Fuck 'em. Boobaskin. Yeah, I was so worried about you after you left when ZZ finally showed up. The best I could do, speaking-wise, is the Irish, and thankfully he understood.
it should be fine because the insurance people. It's just they said. True though, the owner of the body shop said they didn't, there wasn't enough mileage on my car because it was pre-owned to scrap it. There wasn't enough.
Right.
But
Right.
there was its age. It was
Yeah.
a 2013 model car,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't want to invest time and money into old cars anymore. So.
No!
Also, the best we can do is just wait, because my manager, she told me that since mine was a Toyota, Toyotas keep their value. Value from where? I don't know. From when we bought it after it was pre-owned, from fresh off the market, I had no clue.
Mm-hmm.
But they said due to its age and the damage, we couldn't see.
Right.
They didn't want to keep it. When, hilariously, everybody kept saying, oh yeah, that one back axle and this, that, or the
I got
other.
enough.
Yeah, that's gonna need a lot of fixing, but everywhere else was excellent in condition.
Right.
It's not to be crushed, though, now.
Oh, she, they. Oh, I am so sorry. My bad, ZZ.
Just it's just they said we'll go looking around at least because pre-owned do sell for a better price, but oftentimes you'll actually find something very, very nice.
Well, ZZ was nice enough to, like, give out two websites that are pretty decent: Car Guru and Auto Trader.
We're gonna be looking for a good little bit.
Oh, I told her that.
My folks, so my mom, she said
Kill.
I might get a nice little pickup.
Yeah, I'm
something.
sorry.
She said I might get a nice little pickup truck or something. I told her there's only two stipulations I want because color and because there's some colors I do not want on a vehicle. Some colors should not be put onto a vehicle.
Oh, hell no. Certain colors should not be on vehicles, like baby poop brown or green or...
I've seen orange cars. I've seen bright pink. I've seen lime green. Now on a Corvette, a lime green color is okay. It's because it's a Corvette.
Yeah, it's a Corvette.
But not an SUV, not an Avalon like I had, not a Ford F-150. That's something.
Yeah, squeaky bonk sound is hilarious.
But just color and if Bluetooth wise it can connect to my phone. Because the rental I have only connects to iPhones and I'm not buying an iPhone just because everyone chooses that compatibility over others. So
Right.
it's like no, you can accept my
Oh, did you
phone,
get it? I
blah,
can't
blah.
see. I got it. But yeah, ZZ was praying to the stars themselves that you get better, everything will work out, and I did thank her quite a lot.
It's like I said, I've had too many up and downs of anxiety. I didn't need
Yeah,
more,
way too many up and downs.
but I guess I got more anyways.
Yeah, you did.
Let my noodles sit
Yeah,
until
for a few minutes. But yeah, Roll-For-Dexterity is finally out. You okay?
just whenever you first wake up from even just keeping your eyes
Closed, you
they
just
tend-
feel like shit.
they tend to burn. I don't know if that's just me or not though.
Yeah, mine does too. There, I'll let you.
Yeah.
Swapping you over to roll there, ZZ, so I could focus slightly more. Ooh.
Did you already open one of the other paths?
Yeah, this is from the new path. And I got Ark his telescope back. And it took like a little bit past 6 till ZZ showed up, said they were spending time with a friend.
And your friends are important and it's better that you spend time with them.
Yeah, it's very important you spend time with friends. Oh, it's time. It's time, lads. Luigi Logic. Damn it! There she goes. Yeah. Nope. Yes, hammer mini games, my favorite.
Surprised you're that good at rhythm mini games. I've never seen you play one.
Oh, you kidding me? I used to, in Bowser's Inside Story, you had to do the exact same thing when you had to beef up Bowser's arms. I loved those. You kidding me?
There was
Give.
there like I have it on my 2DS, but it was a Vocaloid game and it was a rhythm game.
Now, I've never been a huge fan of rhythm games. A rhythm mini game is fine. It's short, it's sweet, it's fun.
It's for a whole song.
I know. I mean, I've played Final Fantasy, like, Therithima on my 3DS. I couldn't get into it.
No.
Yes, though the music of, like, the hammer minigame beefing up Bowser was such a bop. Just any of those minigames. And, how it would start off slow and, like, slowly speed up as you hit the energy balls into Bowser's bicep. Oh, it was so fun. Becky. I hate you. Death before dishonor.
Little dewdroppy.
Oh no. Yeah, Hydrocetal.
I thought it was cute though.
Oh, they're adorable.
I mean that like they are adorable, but the healing one has a little dewdrop on the head.
Yes, they do.
Just to show that it heals because it's like
Nope. I messed up. I fudged it. Uh-oh. I beefed it, y'all. No harm, no foul. Luigi, kill it!
He looked confused.
Oh.
But he wasted his little dewdrop.
That's fair. Oh, touchy.
And what kind of boots do you have on? Because it's like you're hitting, killing them in one hit, essentially.
Oh, 1, it's my level. 2, I've got the best gear money could buy. Yeah, I'm slightly over-leveled for this part of the game because of all the grinding I did just to get the gloves Luigi's currently wearing. To the point where I'm not allowed to get hit.
And what happens if you do?
Instant KO. I mean, there's been gear like that in the games before.
I mean, high risk, high reward, they say.
Oh yeah, you kidding me? Death before dishonor.
I just realized how much a piece of equipment like that would suck.
And D&D?
Do they get their people to drop you back?
They do, yes. You can still see a tiny bit on that. Whoop, on the leaf. Oh yeah.
Aren't they onions?
They're called seedles, so probably?
Just I was gonna say sometimes when you cut onions, like a juice comes out.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Sometimes, but I know it's just a little dewdrop on a leaf.
Mm-hmm. Again, look, they're seedles and they produce seeds, so I have no idea what the hell they are. Ooh, syrup.
They are plump.
Yes, they are. Okay, that's one's Toad. Toadies. Of course. I guess keep easy. Entertain, I gotta use the restroom.
Luigi?
He'll be right back. He's going to the bathroom real quick. Let me go check on my noodles. I think we're done. Yeah, they're done. Yeah, that's the drought of toads. That's something that he has always taken personally from a design perspective. I know I'm the artist between the two of us, but he always had that whole case in point of like they used to be so unique in older RPG games, but then they just tone washed everything. Cause I don't know if he's not the only one whoever said tone washed, but like I think other people have said it before. Is that where all the toads now are either just multicolored or just not as special anymore because it's like they don't all have like special outfits or anything anymore. But he hated it where it was just all red toads everywhere. Z said, I'm glad Nintendo's going back to using original characters after the 3DS drought of Toads.
Oh, don't remind me. Toad this, Toad that, Toad.
And they're all red or just a different
Red,
color.
blue, green, yellow, purple. It didn't matter.
But
And of course they made a joke on it with the, not just toads from Thousand Year Doors. Like, oh yeah, they're toads, but they're not just any toads. Like, gee, maybe if you didn't do that kind of BS back in the 3DS era.
we don't talk about Paper Jam.
Lol. Never happened. I refuse.
But that's the one with the most Koopaling action in the RPGs.
Besides the first one, and even then, they were just bosses. No characterization, nothing.
I think the Koopalings took all the characterization. They still had personality.
Like I said, in the original, they were...
That and you saw how sensitive Bowser is about...
Junior?
About Junior, both of them.
Mm-hmm. Only good thing about that came out of that.
Just that precious moment.
I love this green man.
But it's still just the fact of, it was the Thousand Year Door remake, because I never got to play it on the GameCube. Just, I guess it didn't catch my brother's interest, because he got most of the games for the GameCube we had.
Mm-hmm.
More like less than one of my favorite cooks. And I remember he was the one who pointed out to Wendy, but he's like, but didn't you lose to them already?
Mm-hmm.
When they wanted to fist fight him again, Mario and Luigi again.
Also the fact of, Morton may sound dumb, but he's not. He's really not. He's actually quite intelligent. He just...
He's one of my favorites for a reason. It's just like, there's a few characters, like, me and Misty both figured out, like, Bowyer, we have that headcanon of Bowyer, he acts
stupid.
He acts stupid and crazy, but he's the last person you want to be serious.
Oh yes, it's just us and ZZ.
Mm-hmm.
I told you this. If Bowyer is smart enough, especially in the remake, to lock down not just your moves, but your Toad Assist, and then at the very end, where Mario, Gino, and Mallow have to cheat in order to beat him because he locks down your attack, your magic, and your items. He's not an idiot. He's actually quite intelligent. Bros move, no Snoutlet. Bruise move, no, you're getting closer.
Like I said with Nutty's stream, the first time that the characters actually acknowledge it as a bros move in actual story.
Yeah, they used to be just techniques. Let's see, the first game, was it called...
Is that also self-awareness? I mean,
yeah.
I've watched, because you don't have partners in time on your DS, you had it on the Wii U?
I had it on the Wii U.
That's in the closet.
Yeah, but I've played it time and time again. I mean...
Nowhere do the characters actually mention it.
The only time, like, it's technically called out is with both Elder and Younger Toadsworth, the Toadsworth Twist, the Toadsworth Ball. And they never call it Bro Twist, Bro Ball. It's the game itself saying it, not the characters.
Yeah.
This
is the characters actually calling it that for once. Finally.
And it's just every time Mario and Luigi remembering it in a different way, because in Superstar Saga, Mario was the one to T-pose to help spin. In Partners of Time, it was Luigi. And Bowser's Inside Story.
Does that mean Bowyer knows he's an RPG? I don't think he's super sane.
That's Super Sanity, and no, he has no... I mean, maybe just a slight smidge in the remake, since he knows if you can't attack, he will live forever. I mean, just a smidgen of super sanity, but nothing like Joker, who was quite literally pulling the page to his own comics.
But Boyer is the only one to acknowledge game mechanics.
Yeah, no Toad Assist. Nowhere else in the game is Toad Assist called out by a character.
If only he called out the actions for that EXP drop.
Oh god, 17 EXP. No, 16 EXP. Ugh.
I've seen some people, I think, give 15.
It's in that small double-digit range. Unless you're using the shitty Lucky Hammer you get from Seaside, and pray to God it's an EXP Lucky Flower, because there's a chance it could be a coin Lucky Flower. So if you get the coin Lucky Flower, you gotta restart the whole fight again, which you don't want to do that. And you can't hit the Axums anytime again, unless you mess up the chances.
Making Mario the utility monkey.
He kind of is. Good attack, good speed, good magic.
I mean, item-wise.
Oh, yeah.
I guess speaking of RPG mechanics, I have been constantly trying to think out how Helix would work as a party member.
Mm-hmm. Because you said he's a mix of Mallow and Peach.
Well, you pointed that out, and I was like, yeah, true. Because he can kind of heal, he can kind of...
Look at these two. Look at them dance!
Am I thinking too much about it? Yeah, what if Boyer secretly knows the truth? Am I thinking too much about it? No, if anything, I'm the one who thinks too much about some things.
Yeah, she tends to do that quite often.
But it ended up, like, long ago becoming a coping mechanism, because it's kind of partially how I come back around to moments where like this where I'm still iffy, but I'm mostly okay.
She tends to disappear into a paracosm where I just tend to find something, shut off the brain, only very, necessary functions are still up and at it, but cognitively, I am just a potato. And when I broke out of that, it's like, what? I think that just thinking too much on it.
No, like, I tend to think too much on it too.
And when I can't mesh with her with a certain idea, it kind of tends to lock her down, and she just, like, clams up, and I feel terrible for doing it.
But that's because my brother used to, like...
do the exact same, but I try not to.
He'd do it a whole lot worse. But that was the ironic part when we were little. I wanted to play with him all the time and do different things with him. But he was the older brother who, no kiddies allowed. But then I got older, as a he, and then he wanted to spend like as much time as he could with me, but I wanted to be by myself.
See, there's a tiny little droplet right there.
Yeah.
They do get it back.
Little droplet. If it was big enough, it'd be
Well, if it was big enough, it'd kill me.
The seedling or
The
the dewdrop?
dewdrop. The seedlet would use the dewdrop and use it to, like, do a massive amount of damage, apparently. Apparently. Will you two stop buffing each other up?
That's what everyone who fought the Axis said.
Razzle frazzle.
But with Helix, it's just... because I don't want him to seem like he's a lesser version of either. Towards, like, why not just use, Peach and Mallow?
This world's an RPG. Can you see the button, Smithy?
What are you talking about, Boyer?
Clearly he sees the buttons.
I mean, just Boyer does, but even he's like, what is my own creation talking about? I think you spend too much time in a forest where people need to be wary of the mushrooms.
He ate too many mushrooms.
Probably did, let's be real.
Oh, Bowyer, you sweet innocent fool.
But, it's just because part of me is afraid of Helix if he was, like, because I thought of, like, yeah, making stats for, like, what if he was a party member? And it was, like, you know, actually showing him what he would be like, what spells he'd have as he grew, what abilities he'd have. And of course, based on his crystal abilities, and I know with his crystal abilities, it's like he would be very useful, but a lot of them would help in the world that the adventure would be happening in. But it's just that
Here we go.
what I definitely would figure is that, again, he's a mix of Peach and Mallow in different degrees, but it's that I don't know in what all degrees to best describe. Like, Heliotrope's funny in the manner of it can control the weather.
I can imagine he'd be strong magician, but very fragile. Yeah, like, oh...
He actually is a very frail boy. The spear he has is actually rather short, and you can see it with Nutties. It's like when I asked for a drawing of him and Ami, you can see it there. You can see it in the reference page I made of him, and essentially he's a frail little boy. He's a frail little baby, and he would have, yeah, a pretty decent hit because he's a polearm weapon, but he's not the strongest of weapons. Because, I mean, that was especially one thing I figured was the case because of him being part crystal. And I wanted his defense to kinda mimic it. I didn't want to mess up your timing by chatting.
No, you're fine, I'm fine. Maybe. Silence phone. Ah, tick. At least I'm not wasting coins.
Did you have those coins in Bowser's?
Yeah, if you got hit, that was that. You lost coins. Tick. Not your fault. Thank you. Grazie. Just gonna move on. Mushroom. Catch the fairies, Luigi.
So many little fairies. But, what kinds of things were those? They're called sprite bulbs, I think?
Yes, bright bulbs, and the dark ones are spite bulbs.
Oh, not that. What kind of things were what?
What are you referring to?
The fruits.
I have no clue.
I think, I'll be real, Luigi's looks like a durian, and Mario's looks like an apricorn from Pokemon.
Yeah, kind of, but...
Soul Silver.
Yeah. Oh, man, apricorns. Oh, good lord.
That's what they kind of look like to me. I think they're not supposed to be any fruits in particular, but I do think that that's kind of what fruits are supposed to be.
Yeah. We got you surrounded.
No, you don't. Nuh-uh.
Fuck you mean, nuh-uh? Just you and me now, bub.
Who would win? One healthy boy, two Italian men.
2 Italians.
But, it's just, heliotrope, I looked, I had to explain to you about its name, because you didn't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, every crystal in stone, every semi-precious stone, has a rating on what's called a Mohs scale. And the Mohs scale determines how durable it is and how resistant it is to being scratched. I love how these guys can just casually beat Sephiroth or any godly entity. I don't know if you've heard this theory, Z, but some people have a theory and even a headcanon that Smithy's a dark creator god. And I saw that video and I was like...
And you ran with it.
No, because I looked at it and I was like, you know what, that would add up. He's a type of god whose world has gone down the tube, and now he just wants to fix it.
See, the only reason why the bros can finish off anyone is because in their world, you have to take your turn. Meaning you gotta wait, and you gotta wait, and you gotta see them set up this massive attack. Like, oh shit.
You make me think, what would happen if the villain, like the player, goes idle for so long that when they come back, you just see what the big bad evil at the end of the game. Like, say it was RPG, it's just Smithy, and then like the rest of Mario and his party just all sitting there having lunch, and they're like, "What do you think they'll be back?" I don't know.
Fuck this one in particular. Jesus!
I think he's dead.
141! I think he's dead!
Poor guy got vaporized. It's even worse because he has a little dewdrop.
I sent that poor little bastard to the Shadow Realm. Hi, Miss D. How you doing?
But, aside from vaporizing poor little seedlings, like, as I was like, on the Mohs scale, heliotrope and thus helix, it's actually, like, kind of...
Slight headache from sinuses. You sure you're gonna be okay?
Hey, you sure you'll be alright?
We worry about you, Miss D.
On the Mohs scale, heliotrope actually is a little frail, but it's not, like, fragile where, oh, don't drop it. It will actually... I will be. That's good.
That's good to hear.
It'll actually be resistant to falls, and it won't chip easily, but it is resistant to scratches. So, a hilarious thought kind of is that the boy is like, you can't hit him with a hammer or he'll break, but he can take a few scratches and just buff him out later, like any other robot. But it's just, if you look at all the abilities crystals have, like, magically, you can see kind of where some stuff it's like, well then, it's just like, what kind of powers are these?
Mm-hmm.
Well, looks like I'm losing my nice stash.
Dang.
Because with all the equipment, his stash is 69.
Well then.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, it's just that thought. And
Get back here.
because I do want my Helix to be ideally in terms of, because I know it's just a concept for if RPG did get a sequel and if he was a party member was. Yeah, I want him to be useful. I know who wouldn't want him to be, like, just as a character, but
Suck it, nerds. I cheated.
But when it comes down to it, it's that, he's a bit like I said, he's a bit like Peach, he's a bit like Mallow, but in the exact, method, it's a little funky to explain without looking at his abilities.
I'm glad you could catch us, Misty. It's nice seeing you. Work been rough, huh?
I forgot to tell you that we were out of bacon for the salad bar in the cafe today.
Yeah, not bacon.
Yeah. People actually really love their bacon. You'd be really, really surprised.
Mm-hmm. Also, back to the whole, like, rhythm thing. It's because of games like this I get really good with rhythm. So now I hear, like, certain rhythm, I kind of, like, tap or bop to the rhythm of anything.
No, the bacon.
Yes, the bacon. Yeah, no. Not the bacon! You guys.
We actually have very good bacon bits for the bar. It's not like the little,
Death. Death!
It's
Kill!
what's funny is that when you started doing that, he ran on me.
I know. Like, oh, hell no. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You got squatted up on. Karma.
Bite me, Z.
It's an army.
It's an armada. Hey, Z. Bite.
But we'll take all of them out.
Should. See?
It
There it goes.
You took a bite out of a seed.
I did. Show them what for.
Wait, what if there's a shell variant farther into the game called an avocado?
Thanks.
I mean, avocados have really big seeds.
Isn't that more of a pit?
But, well, it's called a pit, but the pit's actually a big seed.
Yeah,
Peaches are the same way.
I would say same thing for peaches. Right there, hon?
Mm-hmm. It's just the noodles are fighting back a little.
Oh, jeez, you gotta be alright.
I love how the enemies just found a Shelf Silverstein book. I don't think I've heard of.
Who?
I don't think I've heard of Shelf Silverstein.
Never heard of him.
Oh, Shell.
Shells? Never heard of him.
I used to live under a massive rock.
Sorry.
But to find a book about them, is like, I know must be really, really good. Just, I wish I could get,
You get to live today.
I'll spare one. Just this once.
No!
Google time.
Luigi, stop showing off. Get down here. Google time.
But,
Thank you, Z.
what I wish I could get, I think they sell one on Amazon, is because I do really like War of the Worlds, but my favorite telling of it is it's one of the original tellings by H.G. Wells, and like the illustration, because some people say sometimes the exact version people talk about is what kind of tripods they have.
Luigi.
And I want one day to have one with the drawings by Correra.
Oh, they're a writer and a musician.
Where the Sidewalk Ends.
I've
heard of that book. I've heard of that book. I've seen some kids reading it in elementary school.
I didn't read much, clearly.
In my elementary school, they tried getting us to read a lot.
I mean, I used to as a kid, but after a while I just stopped because there was no point in it.
Yeah.
At least you guys, kids...
It ended up being the fact that if I read anything, it was because I actually wanted to read it.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I wanted to get the school's scores up.
Oh yeah, we had in Scriven Elementary, like a sticker, like green, red, purple.
Oh, yeah,
It was a reading level. I think
We had them in the elementary school I was
a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, they had that, and I got pretty high. It's like... And just after all, I was like, none of the books are good, though.
Yeah, some of them aren't grand.
God, I remember taking a... Like... You remember The Tale of Despero?
Mom used to read that to me and my brother when we were really little.
I read the whole thing, front to back.
I didn't like it.
You know what was funny is back when I was in elementary school, I was like really into dinosaurs, and
Who wasn't?
well, not many girls. I'll say that.
Well, you're not the stereotypical girly girl, and thank God.
No, but it's like, I mean, then again, my dad let me watch Jurassic Park whenever I wanted, as much as people say, but you were like under 13. You shouldn't have done that. It's like it was dinosaurs. I knew it was a girl.
Yeah.
But my mom, she doesn't like violence. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. But what it is though is that
Hold on to this.
yeah.
Since you're back out here and I don't have to fend for myself.
Okay, I'd have to lean over to change.
Yeah. Little screwy bluey tattooey.
Yeah, that funky TV they have. But what's funny is the dinosaur books we had, and it was like visual novel, storytelling books that showed you the life of different types of dinosaurs. I read the T-Rex one, and I really wanted to read the Velociraptor one, but the Velociraptor was a higher reading level than I was allowed to get.
That's stupid.
Exactly my point. They
Where
were
you had
all
to
the
take
same
tests and get points enough to rank up, and it just...
I was like, let me read about my Velociraptors, dang it.
Consounder it. Anything from Chatter.
And Z just says, I understand. That's like, why?
Hey.
I watched my brother play games, which I think resulted in how I am now. I think quite a bit of things like.
Oh
my
boy,
brother
story
did with
time
me.
from Riven Koopa. It's story time now, ladies and gents. When I was
Yeah, Miss Lisa, same here.
when I was a wee lad myself, I used to watch my grandfather play games all the time. When I was like 2 or 3, I would watch him play.
And you were still back in Florida.
Yeah, when I was still back in Florida, I was small enough to sit in between my grandmother's legs and watch him play. He played Super Nintendo, he played Nintendo 64, Donkey Kong Country, 1, 2, and 3, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, DK64, his Wily games, golf games, GoldenEye, another 007 game for...
And then there's the fact your dad messed it all up to some degree when it comes to horror games.
Oh yeah, my father really screwed up my brain when he played Resident Evil 2 when I was 4, in the dark. And I mean the old Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, like the old polygons and everything. When back then, yeah, it was horrifying because that was as real as it got back then.
So now, later down in life, I was terrified of the dark for most of my life. I got over it. Now, if it's anything horror related,
That isn't something you know isn't real.
Right.
Like dinosaurs.
yeah, dinosaurs doesn't bother me. But anything gory or scary late at night, I will freak out, and I will 9 times out of 10 have a nightmare about it.
Like, you can watch dinosaur stuff.
War of the Worlds doesn't bother me.
War of the Worlds, you know, is a story that gets retold, and from there you're more of a critic about how well it was retold and how well the tripods were designed.
But what I was
You also were able to watch like the MonsterVerse movies because it's monsters fighting.
Yeah.
Big monsters, big Titans monsters. But it's sad because wait, aren't you okay with A Quiet Place? Because I remember we were watching
oh yeah,
The Road Ahead, The Long Road, or I think it's just called The Road Ahead. I think you said that one you were okay with, or is it just because a silent place, A Quiet Place never scared you?
The Quiet Place is full of malarkey.
But it's also meant to pull at your heartstrings. Watching my brother play SMRPGs probably got me into RPGs. My brother, I've never heard him play see him play any RPG really.
No Final Fantasy, nothing.
No, he played the cool games with a very very old friend of his, Cody. The neighborhood childhood friend like every kid has back when they're little. Yeah. Gino, what did you do to my childhood brain?
See, here's the thing. I didn't play RPGs till I was like a little older, and I was a dumb little kid to like fully understand. So, but I still, my first ever RPG was Final Fantasy X on the PlayStation 2.
He didn't have the patience for it.
Not really, but I tried again and again, over and over, starting from the beginning to like past Besaid. Again and again.
To get into it.
Got into it. Played more.
And then you hated Seymour. But you still wanted to see more.
Jokes. Boo, I say. Boo, I say. But as I went on, I played like from Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis, PlayStation 1, 2, technically 3, 4, haven't touched 5, never will touch 5, Xbox.
Why didn't you want to do 5?
Look,
Final Fantasy 5?
PS5.
Oh, I thought you were still on the topic of Final Fantasy.
No, PlayStation 1 through 4. If I ever find someone with a PS5, I'll most likely try it out.
I thought about getting one for Predator Hunting Ground.
Oh yeah.
I wanted it, but again, I'm not sure. That victory pose and the Geno beam sound effect is embedded in my brain, and my brother got me into Super Mario. I still remember him and his friend attempting to use the special levels in Mario World at the old cabin.
Oh, the special world!
My brother, like...
The one I hate
a couple years ago, he was asking me about, he actually asked me about RPG, Superstar Saga, and, the Luigi's Mansion, like, the first one.
Okay.
And I was like, Quincy, you're gonna have to really dig to find those, because I don't know where you can find copies of those anymore.
Online, they're expensive.
Yeah. I looked, I think, on Amazon for a physical copy for Partners in Time, and I think they said it was like, what, $70-something?
70, 80?
I think so, yeah. When Park was like, why do that actually, when you could just hook up your Wii U and play it all over again?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we would even need to connect it to the internet, would we?
No.
So... And you had RPG RPG on your Wii U too.
Yep.
But now I have
I have Superstar Saga, Partners in Time, RPG, a few other
still
things.
surprised with how popular Geno is. I mean, Geno, I think some would say has just a certain type of
wrong one.
he has a certain,
He's up there.
I guess, vibe or appearance about him that just people really like because he's mysterious and everything.
He
but,
was so cool. Everyone wanted to play him, be him, the
but
whole
he was
9
also,
yards.
But not only was he cool, but he was also a sweetie. He was,
And then-
he was an actually good guy.
And people clamored for
How
him.
could anyone not love a gun-wielding dog?
Touche! But everyone wanted him, and
Fair enough.
and Brawl, people clamored,
Well, I mean,
screaming.
he would have been a good combatant, Brawl. He would have.
People wanted K-Roll, people wanted Ridley. People
wanted very cool characters to fight as. That's what it mostly sounds like to me.
Wii U, people wanted Ridley. People wanted K-Roll, people wanted Geno.
But Square was a square.
Yeah, all we got was Cloud as a DLC with like 3 songs. Oh gee, thanks.
Well, that was when they were starting to be friends again.
I'm watching you.
Yeah, but then comes Ultimate. Yeah, add Sephiroth when it came Ultimate. We got a whole relaunch of the trailer, and then everyone was like, wait a minute, something right here. Something just cleaved Gleam in half. You. That's just Clouds. You. And everyone was like,
Also,
what? And then Sora.
which is owned exclusively by Disney.
Well, I mean.
Kingdom Hearts is property owned by Walt Disney Corporation.
But they're also co-owned. It's like some put it as like the franchise. Yeah, the character is owned by Disney, but the whole gaming franchise itself, I think, is
No,
owned.
I've heard the entire franchise is solely owned by Disney.
But people put Square's label on it. Like
That's because they're
they copyright it as Square Enix.
That's because they're the producer.
But that's the thing. Still, people put it as both, but it's because it's like they are the producer, yeah, but it's still that simple case in point of like it's owned by this company, but this company is given direction from someone else. Here's a good example. It adds to the point.
Oh, I already have those, thanks.
Yeah. Here's the example. The Predator franchise I love, as you know, is owned by Fox, right?
It's
It's
a Nintendo game, but it was made by Square. Yeah, exactly.
But here's the funny part. The Predator franchise, which you know I love, it's owned by Fox. But do you know who owns Fox?
Disney.
Disney owns Fox, and thus owns rights to the Predator franchise as well. It's by extension they have ownership. But everyone will first put Square Enix down as the owner because everybody knows Disney has it.
Damn it. Almost had it.
And hence why Geno can't make any appearances. Yeah, they won't be able to make any proper appearances given some cases in point. But I know...
There it is.
I know eventually they can probably start branching out more.
Square was known as Squaresoft back then. The name changed. Well, that's because they
It
owned.
looks like
They
did.
it was Squaresoft, but then they acquired Enix, and now it's Square Enix.
But at the same time, it does have that whole mumbo jumbo about it. But Disney, has ownership in Kingdom Hearts because it also has Disney
Characters. Which
it's in Disney worlds that they are doing these.
so technically Sora is a Disney character. Legal technicalities, he is,
But
yes.
that's the thing, though. People would say that would mean that every Final Fantasy game or character in Kingdom Hearts was owned by Disney, but they're not.
No, those are
Disney.
specifically owned by Square.
Well, that's kind of why it throws a wrench into the whole, does Disney own this, does Disney own that? They own the worlds, the Disney characters.
I mean, why do you think Kingdom Hearts characters weren't really shown in 3?
Whoa. You mean Final Fantasy?
Yeah, Final Fantasy characters were shown in 3. Whoops, my mistake. I should have gone to another island. My bad.
Well, what it is that, again, it's because of the mix of characters, and yeah, there are Disney properties, but hence why it's to where people more lean towards Square being first-hand ownership, and then Disney being, like, puppet master level ownership. All due respect.
Which is...
But it's the factor of, because when it first started, the anchoring point of the game was you had characters like Cloud and Aerith and Squall. You feed characters people knew and loved in the game just to garner attention towards it.
Right.
They had to have the Final Fantasy characters as a crutch.
At first, yeah.
Yeah, at first.
I mean...
Then it became standalone, and they didn't have to have them anymore, but then 3 came, and they're all like, well, where's Squall in them, huh? Where are they?
Also, originally, Elsa was supposed to be
The villain. But they didn't like that, and they told Square to change it. But that's part of why it's like a Disney property. Plus, Kingdom Hearts is the reason why Sephiroth has his iconic wing. She's so small.
She is
so
tiny. I love her.
Sephiroth has always had the one wing. He's always had it from the first game.
From the first time, from Final Fantasy VII, he's always had that one wing.
But the more stylized version is
that one
from
black
Kingdom
wing is from Kingdom Hearts,
and
it just
Cloud
stuck.
Got it, and then Cloud got it
because
it was a nod that they were connected.
Because in Kingdom Hearts, Sephiroth is Cloud's nobody.
Heartless, essentially.
Something. It's never been explained, and I find that incredibly stupid.
But Square knew. They didn't need to explain. You just understood.
Not to mention what they did with Rebirth. Oh boy.
Even worse.
Aerith has...
But at least now we get to have Cloud on the symphony.
Mimi. And Aerith is Schrodinger's Cetra.
Yeah. Poor girl. But what it is that, again, it's just because of that whole tie-in conundrum. It's odd. Yeah, Sephiroth is literally the one-winged angel, so it makes sense. Yeah, it's essentially that case because it's like, well, of course they need the one wing, or how can they live up to that reputation? But it's...
Then you have Angeal and Genesis.
Which, by the way, they added Baby Angeal, as people say, to, it's Ever Crisis.
Oh, young Angeal.
And he actually encounters Aerith at some point when he was young.
Oh.
When his hair was short. You can... Cloud fried in other wing. Yeah,
Cloud fried to the other wing. No, he just happens to have another wing the opposite side of Sephiroth to show their connections in Kingdom Hearts.
It's because Kingdom Hearts took the Final Fantasy and rooted more whimsical fantasy and toned down the dark seriousness each game had.
Yeah.
That was especially the case in 7. 8 actually was pretty dark as well.
I mean... Oh, I'm just joshing.
I'm just joshing.
I mean...
I love the
Pitt said in Kid Icarus Uprising that, you shouldn't eat... Palutena said something about, frying him up with the lightning.
Yeah.
I was like, angel wings taste good with barbecue sauce or something.
Yeah. She even said that in the Palutena's guidance. Yeah, and then Nomura was just, I'm gonna make that wing a feature now.
Hey man, if it ain't broke.
What if Cloud, because of Sephiroth hated chicken wings? I'd love to see that.
Oh, me too, man.
Especially if it was there's a literal spice called blackened, and what if it was blackened chicken wing? Yeah, he can only fly half
as good.
Actually,
They fly pretty well. What is it? Angela has like 2 white wings on one side.
Yeah, because it's a joke that he is an angel, a seraphim, more specifically.
Yeah,
Even though Sephiroth's name is based on seraphim. But Genesis also had 1 black wing on the same side of him as Sephiroth, and yet he shot up to the sky
and flew off.
And he...
I just feel like there's too much Final Fantasy VII content nowadays.
Because 7 was, like, the one that stuck the most. Like, have you ever gotten... Because I would know this experience because I was 5 and I plundered through things I shouldn't have. Have you ever gotten fly sticky paper stuck in your hair?
I did actually, and that was by complete accident. I was putting it up, and oh boy.
Yeah, it's because it's just that popular that people have, like, it's stuck to the audience, to the people, in terms of pop culture the most. And the only other one I've seen that is, like, so popular, the tree
fired a breaker beam. Blade, prepare the breaker beam.
Whenever people talk about, like, fire the breaker beam, I remember with my Axum character Blue, and it's just like, Blue, I said fire the breaker beam. Give it a second, it needs to load. It just feels like that, alright, I get it meme nowadays.
Like, alright, I get it!
No, Noctis from Final Fantasy 15, just shoving Gladio back. I get it!
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, and your feelings.
It just, look man, I wish they'd like remake 10 or 9.
9's remake has actually been confirmed to be in the works.
That is true. It's just
that
taking...
They do not want to spoil details. Oh, Final
Fantasy 15 mentioned.
I do have Final Fantasy 15, so it would be fun to like play. Like if I had the newer Xbox S, then I could play.
14? Oh, I'd love to play 14.
I love to play 14. Is that one?
Favorite villain from that game?
Is that one?
I feel the same way with Persona 5, if I'll be honest. I never got into, like, the whole, like, Shin Megami Tensei / Persona thing.
But...
yeah, I used to watch...
But I love the psychology theme behind it, at least. The psychology theme is, like, it's something that, to me, never gets old.
Also, quite literally, is the power of friendships through tarot cards, which I do tend to use from time to time.
But it's still the fact of, like, you're not trying to summon the power of friendship.
No. Oh, hi, 10.
Isn't it, like, Arden Izunya is my favorite Final Fantasy villain? Arden Izunya is, like, one of the absolute favorites. I think he's among the ranks of Emmett Soap.
Again, I'd love to play 14.
He runs funny.
He does. Also, on Roll's Xbox is Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3. So, I could also play those. I may not be very good, though.
Can I say something that might be embarrassing about Kingdom Hearts, though?
Shoot.
Of course, standard mode, I was learning. Like, the more medium... Like, well, standard is medium, but
there's
hard.
easy, standard, proud, and then critical in 2 onward.
The proud mode, I struggled. I had plenty of struggles in standard. I have not done beginner. Just, I know, why not start at beginner when since I...
Me neither, but the games after it just copied 5's aesthetic. Because 5's the most popular! People love it! They remade it for the Switch and added a new waifu! Whoop-de-doo, Basil!
Well, it's also the fact of just the graphics, I guess, are that good. Sometimes it's also from a graphical standpoint. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Look, I was introduced through, what was it, Super Genius or someone played 4. I kinda got hooked, and then saw 3, saw 5, a lot of 5.
And the clown just ended up becoming God.
Oh yeah, Kefka Palazzo.
That's how I was like, yeah, the clown who became God. The clown who actually won.
Yeah! Kefka won!
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, Proud and Standard I struggled in, especially Proud mode, but you wanna know what was sad?
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Mm-hmm. You wanna know what's hilarious, though?
Shoot.
Critical mode, for me, was easy.
Mm-hmm. And yet critical mode
For
was...
some reason, then again, I learned how to dodge.
Oh, someone cooked
So
a pizza
excited,
in the
laughed,
break.
so
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, his laugh was sampled from something else. Chrono Trigger, that's it.
Isn't that also a Square franchise?
It is.
I mean, I've never played Chrono Trigger before.
I'm sorry, Miss D, that someone's cooking pizza in the break room. Well, it's been lovely to have you here, so you get yourself some need, huh?
Yeah. But it's that, Kefka's, laugh, though, I've never played Chrono Trigger, but Square actually, I don't know if many people ever caught on to it, like, but they will actually reach very far into their, arsenal of games.
I meant the other thing.
I don't think I've seen any other laugh besides the typical one you hear from the original game.
Starts with S. Is it an RPG from Square?
Sonic EXE. It's like,
No.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sonic EXE took Kefka's laugh and put it in the game.
A lot of people have actually done that. There's a song, I don't remember the name of the artist off the top of my head. One of the songs, like, because again, I'm a very multi-genre listener.
Yeah, obviously.
It's like a hard kind of punkish rock music, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a moment where you hear Kefka's laugh in part of the beat.
Oh yeah, a lot of people sample that.
Because it just hits different. Yeah, that story is silly. EXE, I don't bother with unless it's Mega Man Battle Network. There's not a single EXE I mess with.
It sucks that people associate his laugh with him.
Well, then again, I don't go into stuff like Sonic EXE, so.
Yeah, I don't either.
Well, that's also because EXE is now gone from being a simple horror story to more of a brain rot, sadly.
Yeah.
So people, associate it like that, but that's because how they're first exposed to it. It's only until they look on places like Wikipedia in the trivia section, and because they, give credit to things like that. Because again, creators.
Oh, thank you so much.
I know creators of things like Sonic EXE usually give those
Yeah.
kinds of credit.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But I know creators of things like Sonic EXE do give credit to certain sources, like where they get certain things and assets from. So it's like it's not until they actually go looking. They made a drinking game with Sonic EXE. Every mention of red or blood was a drink. They got tanked. That's what happens when you turn a creepypasta into a drinking game.
You fools!
But what it is, though, is
Just
that,
a...
yeah.
Oh, you idiot, you fools, you buffoons.
Why would you do this?
Of course you're gonna get bloody tanked.
But what it is, though, is that, they have to give, credit.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they start monetizing off of it, which you know how YouTube is.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
where stuff like that begins, is YouTube.
Oh, wait a minute. You guys remember, like, PopCap games, right? Plants vs. Zombies? Anybody?
Didn't they have Kefka's Laugh in there, too?
No, I was gonna say Billie Eilish, like, sampled, like... the music from Plants vs. Zombies into Bad Guy, that...
Imagine those rules with blood whistle. That would kill your liver and your kidneys. You would go into an alcohol-induced coma, I'm pretty sure.
Look, as much as I like my hard apple cider, you can kiss my rumpus.
That's not happening.
That ain't happening. I like my kidneys, thank you. And my liver.
I mean, a better drinking game to me would be like Final Fantasy VII, yeah, but it's every time Cloud actually stops being a bit of a hard end, and actually shows like some kind of sympathy, some kind of soft side, because look how many times he does that. Not many.
Not many.
But or better yet, play your favorite video game on a projector, but it's the hat or mustache game.
Yes.
Do that with RPG.
Oh,
it's like
Lord.
the hat game. If Boyer did the pose when he points at the screen and he just has like a hat on.
Or a mustache, like, close to his face.
Like, hey,
Perfect.
Harry, you're not the only one anymore. Riven, has anyone told you that you sound like Josh Squirter?
Oh, do I? I never really thought about it.
I mean, I've never.
Josh Scorcher, he loves Kefka, he loves fire, and he does countdowns and other things.
I've not seen his channel before, I don't think.
Why are you dark? Are you okay?
It might be the battery. Let me check it and see.
Oh man, if the battery's like...
It's at 5%. Let me just go get my phone charger.
Oh crap, stream, phone's compromised, y'all. 5%. Yeah, uh-oh. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. Low HP music. There we go. Saved it at 3%.
You kind of sound like him. I hope it's from Black and White, because that music bops.
Yeah. And it better be the low HP final, let's say, like, final gym battle Pokemon kind of deal.
But I never, like, considered I sound like, Josh Scorcher. Like, at all. Never considered it. Then again, I hate the sound of my own voice because I tend to sound like my father, like, here and there. And I hate it.
I kind of find that mine isn't so bad because now it's the fact of like, oh, mine sounds ambiguous.
Yeah, yours does sound ambiguous, so there's nothing wrong with that, hon.
My guess though is like when I talk like I do now, where I just don't feel the best, it's even worse.
Yeah, you sound slightly monotone-ish.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I forgot that cupcake drawing. I am adding one more detail to it.
Oh, lordy Lou.
And it will be complete. Basically, in the background, I added the culprit of the cupcake incident. And he almost took the landing.
Almost. But not quite.
Yeah. Can't wait. No, I've never drawn Helix the way I did in that picture. That boy looked like he stared at the Star Road, and the Star Road has stared back. And, like, as Riven says, he looks like he will fight God.
And win!
And win. Internet, stop being a potato.
But I like potatoes. But not when it's my internet.
Potato fairy.
Ribbit.
Whip it.
Mushroom. Nothing. Okay. Hey, you. With the red.
A potato fairy.
Oh, it's a type of frog.
Have you ever heard of the desert rain frog? The really, really round ones that can't even hop? Yeah, people call them potato fairies.
Got 18 of those, 19 of those.
Yeah, people call them potato fairies, especially because frogs have often been associated with fairies, especially in terms of, like, decoration. And do you think that guy sells to the bad guys?
I mean, if EGAD does, I'm sure he does.
Oh yeah, in terms of like trying to figure out how my headcanon of Weapon Road came to exist, at base idea, it's changed. But Miss D, I think you'd find it funny that my original placeholder headcanon was that it was all Egad's fault. That guy, he messed around with the wrong thing.
Aw, I'm sorry, ZZ.
Sorry, man.
Oh, there's a block.
That's one thing actually my study's gone on to. Like, I'll say man, dude, like...
Gender neutral.
As a gender neutral thing, but he's like, you know, I'm not a dude or something, and it's like...
I'm a dude, you're a dude, we're all dudes.
Like, it's just the fact that I'm like... I say dude or man to like, anybody, and it's just like, and you're being...
Look at them.
They're so evil.
Evil!
But he got on to me for doing that, like, especially where it was like... Cause it was like I said it to a girl once, and they were just like she's not a guy, and the internet was playing tricks with us.
Kill!
You
I
know,
missed!
The extension corpse is messing with the liars.
The extension dorks.
I don't care how you refer to me as like it's not offensive. Like
Oh no.
I'll say like man, dude, my broski. Like I'll say stuff like that to anybody if it's like.
Are you wearing pants under those?
Nope.
Are you just dudes?
They're just little dudes. They're just two little guys. But yeah, offensive stuff I don't do.
No.
Like, absolutely not. Yeah, wait. They're just vibing. They've submitted their vibe check. Blue pants and brown shoes.
Wait a minute!
My goodness, it's the guy from the Addams Family.
Cousin It?
I think that's what they call him. But yeah,
Biscuit.
I've gotten in trouble by my own step-parent with, calling people dude, man, like, as a gender-neutral thing. And I'm like...
Look, if I learned
like,
anything...
I was like, I can't address my fellow human being, like, as casually as possible.
If I learned anything from Good Burger, we're all dudes.
We're all dudes. All that matters is that you're at least a good human.
Mm-hmm. It's all that matters.
But, yeah, that's true, yes.
No.
I actually have that as, like, kitchen pals, be a good human. Gotta start the Zoc memo.
Oh, yes, please!
I'm just imagining just some of the funniest of memos. Just
Oh, yeah, who wrote this crap? This Zoc guy's a huge nerd, a huge jerk, that's the one.
Zoc is a huge jerk. Mario's a nutfish. And then there's just like, because I really love the idea of like the Smithy gang soiling some of the memos and like saying, hey, go get the ointment for the rest of my butt. Take my motivation. But it's just... It's just the idea that Boyer and Mac would mess with people and Smithy would actively increase their pay to do it.
Take whatever motivation I've got, Miss D. There ain't much nowadays, but take what you can.
I know some people are probably going to say it's like Smithy pays his underlings.
I'd hope so.
Smithy pays Boyer, Mac, and Yuridovich.
I sure hope so.
Well, I mean, the fact that Yuridovich talks about a promotion to me implies they have a paycheck.
After work, that is. Oy, that's fair. That is fair. Baby!
I'm still just imagining, like, especially if Zoc turned around and was like, who the heck are you? He's holding Connie like, this little one's mine now.
Yeah, this is mine now.
He's like, you can't hurt her anymore.
Jeebus.
Because it's like, look at all the damage they already did. Just like...
It turns Sprite bulbs into spite bulbs. You just cut off the R!
I realized something. They look like very angry Rotoms now.
Oh my god, they do look like angry Rotoms.
They also talked about Boyer being Persis of 4 because of the mushrooms.
Wait, ZZ, he got them from Psych-A-Delic.
It's like, Boyer, no, don't go dealing with people. What would Smithy say? No, wait, I think I know what he might say. Did you bring some for the rest of the class?
I'm snorting, I'm sorry, guys. Just a sign of comfort, oh boy. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Turning into Eric Cartman over here, good lord.
But imagining that, though, is just Smithy just going, he's just like, did you bring some for the rest of the class?
Oh, Lord.
What's funny is I like imagining, at least from what I've been able to tell, Smithy's a pretty stand-up guy to where it's like, he's like, hey, will you at least share some?
Did you bring some for the whole class?
Bring some for the rest of the class.
Are
you implying he was tripping because of all the shrooms? Because that actually seems plausible.
Yes, actually!
I
man.
that, especially with the story I had in mind, that Smithy actually had an injury on his back because of a very bad battle when he was, like, young. What if that's why his eyes are like
that? He's tripping out! Oh man, he's tripping balls!
Ball joints.
Oh yeah! Oh, I missed.
He has his ball joints. But it was that he has a bad back injury that never healed properly, and it wasn't enough to get his body replaced. But he has it. And from there, now he's probably just saying, yeah.
That's probably it.
But, like, you can't tell me at that point, if it's that bad, Smithy wouldn't try to have some kind of pain relief, especially because of how hard he keeps working, we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
If they're that ahead of schedule, this guy is a workaholic.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, he is a straight-up workaholic, my guy.
Kill!
But it's just that's one thing I know for sure is the case with Smithy though, is that in my head game, like, because I know it's like people have different head canons and I like comparing and contrasting, but it's just I can't be the only one who would think that my guy would have some kind of like back issues maybe. Oh, that gives me an idea.
Oh, does it now?
We're thinking, we're cooking, we're stewing up things.
Let her cook!
Let her cook. Put it back in the microwave for the last 3 seconds, Ma.
Ma, get off the phone and try to look something up! Get off the internet, I'm trying to call someone!
At my dad's house, we used to have that issue. I'm all ears.
Oh no! You fool! Oh, yes.
That actually makes me think. Smithy has, like, back problems from an injury. Yeah, remember whoever turns it off for pet snack time. Oh yeah, Nutty missed a memo, like, way down there by the stairs you gotta pull down.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, I wanted to see what it says.
Alright. No. Don't touch me!
But, I did think... Yeah, what does it say?
Zoc Troop Memo number 1.
Oh, it's number 1.
Yeah, if you lower some stairs, raise them again. Whoever forgets forfeits breakfast.
I remember number 51. Remember not to leave the toilet seat up.
Psych A
often gets paid in various currencies and he doesn't know the conversion rate.
Oh no.
He's like, hey, just give me money.
Money.
They're just that's this like just hey, is it money? Is it legal too?
Is it legal tender?
It's like-
Hand it over.
And they're just like, alright. It's just like it's a done deal. But it's just I did wonder is just like especially if Smithy having back issues or something, I know people would say that he would go for different kinds of pain relief. I don't know if he'd be that desperate.
I mean, maybe.
Well, you know the kind of injury I had in mind of him possibly still having.
Yeah.
But what it is though is that essentially I thought about to me would be
Crap.
funny is if Smithy once said like he used to do some dumb crap when he was younger and they're like, you do anything fun? Really?
Yeah.
It's just that's one thing I can imagine. Just people were like, you do something fun?
Where?
Yeah, I could just imagine him getting a bunch of bolts. I don't know what the currency in Weapon World is from the denizens of Weapon World. It varies. I have an idea that they do have a coin. It's just shaped like a cog. But again, I can see them saying, hey, legal till...
If you're using the company's microwave, clean it after.
Yes. Or we will use your face to scrub it clean.
Oh, Lord.
I can vibe with that, though.
Yeah, I can too.
Like, cause, like, we have a microwave in the kitchen we use to, like, make oatmeal.
Oh, hi, guys.
Because we don't use the stove to make oatmeal. We have the little one packets for people.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like, hey, you want to be there to press the button? If that overflows, you better clean it. Yeah, also, I had a bit of a panic. What was it?
What happened? Crap baskets.
I like that idea. A Jedi buys something from Psychedelic and they just give them like just a whole diamond. Like, it's the best I can give them. Battery low from earbuds.
Oh, Jesus, you okay?
No, like their earbuds were like battery.
Read low. Death!
I think I could pull off a good intercom voice.
You could.
Yeah. No, I've actually been listening to my headphones like some night, like it was a couple nights ago.
Uh-huh.
And I was listening to like some real cool music. It's like my mind wanders all kinds of ways. Yeah, you guys don't know fear till you hear that. I get annoyed with mine because I'm sitting there listening to good ones.
Jesus!
Just like this good music. And like one night I was listening to the song, it was by 6 a.m. This Is Gonna Hurt. And it was like my brain was like an absolute hardcore, very cool story imagery.
Vibe mode.
Absolute vibe mode. And then all of a sudden I hear battery low. And I'm like, ah!
I don't trust the earbuds. I stick to what,
Wired headphones. Yeah, because it's like you can't run out of battery if you don't got a battery to run out of.
No touchy.
I got tired of my headphone cord getting caught on things, so I switched to wireless. It's just, thankfully, mine have quite a, charge, a lifetime charge. Like, I think mine will last, like, maybe almost
Steady
10 hours? The thing on the box, it says 8 hours. I'm like, I've listened to things on that thing, songs on that thing for, like, far more than 8 hours. I'm like, 8 hours, my what? This thing has to have lasted like all day.
Yeah,
but,
my foot.
But again, that was just with Smithy. It was just that was the one thing I did think of. Is just that they essentially had that. He has that case in point of like, oh, I used to do some wild things when I was your age, and everyone's like, you? Fun? Where?
Also, I know I kept saying it in, like, Nutty's chat, but they really missed the opportunity not calling this UF bro.
There's the baby.
There she is.
Lunch break's over. Gotta head out. Battles of the Kisses. I'll see you guys later.
Hey, it's fine. Glad you could catch us. Hope you have fun.
Have a good day at work.
Well, fun. Just have a good day.
I realize the archways to the entrances of the hall
Are plugs. Yeah. Yeah. Here she goes. But yeah, they really missed the opportunity not
Oh,
calling.
I actually realized something too. I think from what we see with Zoc and the Extension Corps, I think Zoc's short.
Zoc does look kind of short, yeah. My
Yeah,
back.
Zoc it. Look, he looks kind of short.
Oh. What'd Z say? I can't read anymore. I had to sit my back and legs.
I love how Psych A hasn't even existed for a day and he's already selling substances to weapons.
You're welcome!
I do like to think he'd sell something to Smith A because again, with how I headcanon, he has a back injury, so you can probably imagine he'd like to subside that pain so he can actually do his work. The workaholic that he is. And he just buys stuff like that from them.
Yeah, I'm just glad I could help you come up with a decent name.
I mean, just...
It's like A-Delic.
There was one other mushroom I considered making a toad of, but I'm not sure. I don't know, like, if either... You might have heard of it. It's, Bloody Tooth.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Like, it is technically edible. It's just, it tastes really bad.
I thought Bloody Tooth was, dangerous.
No, it's that its syrup smells sweet, but it's actually just very bad tasting to where people consider it inedible because the syrup in the mushroom itself, like, it just does not taste good. But
Now Z, I got a question for you. Do we fight him? That's his name.
But yeah, someone even noticed was like, what if he had a sister? Yes, we fight him.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's just like...
Yeah, question is, do we fight him? Yes, we fight him. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
They went all out with the pun names in this game. Absolutely all out.
They had to do something to, like, hey, this is our comeback. We're not gone for good.
Yeah,
we had to.
Oh yeah, like part of it was saying is like back with Helix because I hate losing track of thoughts. Helix, like I said, I'm afraid of them being too weak compared to Peach and Mallow, but that's the thing. Peach and Mallow, you can't really talk, but make also Helix their own thing. But I don't know if people would say it's like if it makes sense that he's more utility based in a world, but he still has combative prowess because I mean, he is like. Can Peach, if you remember, because I can't remember everything from combat to save my life, you know, what if he got banished to the weapon world because Peach and every other royal figure didn't like him selling drugs to people?
Oh no!
He got swatted.
By the DEA!
No officer is so mine. Okay, maybe it is mine, but...
That fucking drug dealer!
Okay, maybe it is mine, but... But it's that, does Peach... Because I know Mal has healing, right? And he has a
Peach has two ways of healing.
But do they have any method of, in battle, no item, just a move, status effect removal?
That is Peach's therapy and group hug. She removes status ailments by healing. That is her specialty.
Because I had that in mind of that's what Helix's ability was because a good few.
Bloody hell do I go?
A good few of his crystal powers.
I
A good
go
few of his
up.
crystal powers are actually based on like cleansing the body, helping remove ailments. Because, and this was a fun fact to learn, it was that heliotrope can actually cure blood disorders. Just that was one of the powers.
I can't see.
I can't. But that was.
I can't see. I can't play. I can't do jack diddly. Diddly doodly daddly.
But that was one of the powers that heliotrope was said to have back in the ancient times. They said it would turn water red if you dipped it in there, which I mean it has hematite bits in it, so not surprising to me.
Yeah, no dodgy.
Yeah, oh wow, I didn't know that. It's like heliotrope. I had to pick and choose what powers Helix had because he would have a lot. And if you Google it multiple times, especially because of Gemini, Gemini's helpful, but it will tell you different things sometimes. Like, there's some that are consistent, and then some, it's like...
Oh, hello.
It's like, well, which one is it then? But, from a party balancing standpoint, that was one thing I wasn't sure of. It was, does it make sense that,
Oh, yeah, Luigi.
like, did it make sense at all that, Helix actually was the status remover because Peach is deemed as straight up labeled the healer.
But her healing moves cleanse the party.
It's just, that was one thing I thought of was the case. It's just, because I know some people try to kind of pigeonhole some characters, but at the same time...
Double lucky.
I know it's like, at the same time, you can kind of alter how you want them to go, how you want their stats to go.
Nope.
It touches.
Oh. Yeah, wow, my earbuds charge fast. Impressive.
I'm gonna say, what kind of earbuds do you have?
No! Luigi! See, I told you I'd die.
I mean, I didn't say you were a liar. But what it is, though, is that, it's just, I don't know how exactly best to make Helix in terms of, like, balancing in between them. Because I know there's, like, something he would be able to do that was a niche already back at 80%. Yeah. Remind me how my phone does charge when I leave it just on my good charger. But, it's just, I don't know where, some people would say it's like the party is pretty well rounded in terms of coverage, but it's that...
Which it kind of is.
It's just, I don't know, like, if people would say it's like, what kind of role Helix would have, or is it that Helix could be built in any way, shape, or form you want, like Mario, but it's the fact that he has these special abilities that are exclusive to Weapon World that nobody else has, that are very, very useful.
Oh, Jesus!
But
Yeah.
I got you, my brother.
Ah, that sucks.
This is Luigi. I have you, my brother.
Oh,
we're just discussing ideas while Mario and Luigi happens. Yeah.
Hey, it's fine.
I mean, like, it's during times like this, like, a lot of times I will, like, talk about different stuff with them. But again, it's just, again, it's like, otherwise I don't know where exactly Helix would fit because they're definitely not a all-rounder like Mario, per se.
Gotta try to help de-stagger this. That was the faux pas.
But when it comes down to it, though, it's that, it's just that case in point. I mean, what would you say would be the best case? Yeah, don't try moving platforms alone.
Whoever breaks one forfeits dinner. Oh yes, Luigi cam.
Like Luigi's reaction. Yeah, almost fully charged. So they do charge very, very fast.
Mm-hmm. That is impressive, I won't lie.
But I mean, it's just...
Oh.
Who invested in the specs?
I told you, pain incarnate. Yeah.
But it's still just the fact of,
If anything, considering how late it is, I will call it quits after beating the boss here.
yeah.
Considering you have to get up early, hon.
Yeah, I gotta be up at like 5, not 5, like almost 4 in the morning.
It's 4:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because you have to be at work at like 5, I think?
5:30. Because I get to help open.
Mario!
Mario.
Is this just for money?
I think it's to get past the gate, maybe?
No, I have to go this way. I missed!
Yeah, I missed. Who would it be? Comic Idea Psyche sells stuff to someone. Who would it be?
Failure. Sorry.
That was too quick a reaction.
Sorry.
You Boyer.
Zero thought put into that, my apologies.
I was gonna say to me it'd be funny if Smithy at least did something, but I guess that's the best way to get the did you share some with the rest of the class?
Yeah, that's the joke. Hit it, Luigi.
Wiki.
Oh yeah.
But I mean again, like he is the frail mage type, but I don't know if technically you could build boots to be a glass cannon.
There's a smaller print. I can't take it anymore. No breakfast, no lunch, no dinner. They even taken away the last thing I look forward to, my precious snacks. That's the last straw. I resist. He's gone.
He's dead.
Candy.
But it's just
Oh yeah.
it's just, I mean, I don't know how best it makes sense. Like, unless that helix is the glass cannon, makes a lot of sense, per se.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, he is the gemstone, so.
Well, I mean, would that make a bigger, like...
Silence.
I mean, would that change up gameplay with them, that you could build them to be a glass cannon?
Mm-hmm. Oh, just a little bit longer and I won't have to do this.
And the standing part.
Yep. Back's killing me. I'm hungry.
So is he.
Yeah, no kidding. Hooray! Poor Connie.
Rest after you do this.
Oh, I will. My back and my legs. Like I told Miss D before, I messed up my back like good 11 years ago trying to help a buddy lift up a really heavy log. He said, dude, help, it's slipping. So, I fucked up and lifted up with my back instead of my legs. And ever since then, it just got worse.
So now I'm SOL. So it's already affecting my legs. I went to a place called Diversity to look at it. Yeah. I told her, the doctor, that it happened 11 years ago and it's already affected my legs. She didn't even have to do testing. She just said I was boned. It's too far gone. And I'm afraid that not even surgery will fix it because it's nerve damage, clearly. And it didn't heal properly because I didn't go to a hospital. Didn't have the money, I was a dumb kid, and now it's bitten me in the ass. So that's been my life.
But yeah, the more you look at them, you can see where they are based a bit after, like, not only other antagonists in the Mario and Luigi series, but especially have some pull from the Best Fitness Friends.
They do. You got the small flying one, the tall lanky one, the big strong dumb one. But, I mean, look at X over there, the one who's speaking. He kinda looks a little bit like Domino.
No, I really don't see it there. It's in the face and everything that I don't see him. Domino was based after, like...
The Meiji Hookah.
A mage, a hookah, and a belly dancer.
I'm surprised.
My back is okay with how much I've fallen on it. Yeah.
With the amount of times I've fallen on it, floor, snow.
Fiberglass.
That was my leg.
But still you fell for the floor on the fiberglass.
Yeah.
But, where I work, we have to do workplace safety, modules every year just to be absolutely sure we're up to date on safety protocols.
Why are you screaming at me? What's so special?
Checking his phone.
Twitch, PayPal, blah blah blah.
Yeah, play PayPal since I re-enabled it because I'm going to try to start that coffee soon. Ever since it was just like, you know, like, you're just like, you know, hey.
Big guy sad.
Instead, he reminds me more of, Fossil.
Oh god, you're kind of right. Just the...
He just doesn't have Domino vibes to me. He seems too snippy.
I mean, he's purple. The thing sticking up where his hat would be.
No, Domino had a flowing veil. He didn't have a spike on his head, and he had the veil in his face. And again, he's based after a hookah, a belly dancer, and it just again. He just and a mage. He is a mage boss. And Domino also has the Middle Eastern theme, but he's based after a bottle. You could say it's like they're both a joke on a genie and a bottle, even. The shape, I just don't see it with the shape because Domino didn't float that high. Not until
Domino also had like a legitimate body. Again, part of like the back of his head or part of his outfit does kind of like poke up where you would smoke from the hookah.
No, that was. Domino had a ponytail.
That's what that is!
Yeah, that's the cord and the mouthpiece you put in your mouth. That's what that is. That's not a spike. I don't see it. I'm pretty sure if I put them side by side, you'd see what I mean. Because he reminds me more of Fawful.
Yeah, especially that toothy grin of his.
Yeah, it's especially in the eyes and the grin. Just adds all the more vibes to me. It does not look like Domino. Like I understand where it's like the levitating character, but it's like he just does not remind me of Domino. I guess to me it's not critical of a design perspective.
Ah, you bastard!
But it's just again, I looked into their design inspiration, and I've actually found, like, the sources saying, like, they drew, like, ew, what the what?
Yeah, what the what? What did you eat?
Everything. But it was that, essentially, when I looked and it was explaining about Nintendo's designs for those three, nowhere was the Smithy Gang mentioned.
Oh, hello!
But nowhere was the Smithy Gang mentioned, and for a fact, they mentioned like a lot of other villains from from the Mario and Luigi series, like Pagletta, the Elder Princess Shrooms, Fawful is like, and of course like Elder Princess Shroom's, sister is Princess Shroom.
Luigi.
But then there was just the factor of you have to remember. Yeah, I kind of do, but the Smithy Gang, sadly, were just nowhere to be found in terms of inspiration. I wish, but they weren't, sadly. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Just like N64.
So long, gay pitcher. Yeah.
Pitch this.
Pitch it. Okie dokie.
Square made Super Mario RPG, not Nintendo. It's like, well, it's just a lot of people say it's like, he reminds me of Domino. I'm like, I don't see it. It's just,
Jesus.
because trust me, I don't forget. It's just that, I mean, it's still just again that whole factor of just like, it's just not only that, all the other games, like, yeah, it was by Nintendo, but the publishing company was Alpha Dream.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just so like Mario and Luigi series originally was
Alpha Dream.
Alpha Dream.
May they
rest in peace.
Well, actually, a lot of people from Alpha Dream worked on this.
Which no wonder it has that charm back.
Mm-hmm.
But just the fact of just like it's with how well Square and Nintendo are getting along, it wouldn't have been much really for them to go slide into their DMs and go, hey, what do you think? Because there are those odds where it's like one day they could actually do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's not like an immediate rush into it.
Right, right. Okay. Go Ouija. Go Ouija. Go Ouija.
And Alpha Dream was made from some Square Enix employees. It was. But
I mean, Alpha Dream's first, game was, Super Tomato Adventure or something. Actually, a lot of the, Mario and Luigi style combat came from that. Certain timings with items. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
But it's just, again, it's just I see where people, are what they're talking about, but it's it's just the way it kind of is. It's I don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly.
I barely see it, but I seem more convinced from you.
Because, again, that smug grin,
the eyes, just...
that screams more awful, aka far more annoying.
Fawful mixed with Phantasma.
Yeah, because Phantasma was used in their inspiration as well. So, Patriarch's note. It's Daddy's note.
Daddy Ark!
Yeah, there's a fishy trio working like crazy, trawling up a whole mess of spike bulbs. What incrustations are they planning to do with so many of the rot things?
How many spike bulbs do we need for this? Who knows? Just get all you can. I'm logging all this ominous stuff, hoping this info gets to a hero who can help. From history's front lines, Patriarch. Yep, that's Ark's daddy.
I'm guessing it's after this you learn who he was from Ark, huh?
Oh no, that was before. Patriarch is his dad.
It's just I think I was in the other room when you went through that. Cutscene.
You were already in the room. But you finally get to see this cutscene. Because I wanted to at least save it for you.
Yeah. News.
You were in the bathroom for that. You missed it.
They have it clipped, and she has it on YouTube.
New soup. Yeah, new soup.
Nutty has that on YouTube.
Thank God he does.
And it's on their Twitch.
Mm-hmm. And just new
And
soup.
they have it on their Tumblr, but for some reason it doesn't want to work for me. So.
I'm sorry, ZZ. We don't have stuff like that, but it would have been perfect. A new soup.
Like as the light shone, it just started.
Fucking microwave.
Yeah, not now. Not for now, at least. Trust me, like, when the whole conundrum that I'm having now is finished, I want to start saving up for a PC, a legitimate PC.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I could actually start doing that. Heck, I'd be able to get Shruby to work.
Yeah, I know you'll get there someday. Thanks, Easy.
You can do this, little baby. We believe in you. That's what they mean by, like, Connie's a little magical girl.
Mm-hmm.
But they're the most precious magical girl you've ever seen.
She's the best Watanist.
The best one. Her mentor will be proud.
Yes.
Because if I know the Mario and Luigi series, their mentor, like, just like will come back around somehow because it's implied something happened. But
see, this is when the new soup like started. Yeah, right around here.
And it was like new soup, and it just.
See, you guys can see why I love these games. Why I play games to begin with. This is why.
It's a new pearl.
Our current events. Oh, it's different to experience it yourself, you know?
That's so cute, though.
And all the islands toting behind us. Borbs! Aww.
It's just the cutest thing.
It is the absolute cutest. Again, this is why I play video games. Oh, it's a money sink. Yeah, so is every other investment. Every other pastime.
I'm sorry, can you look at that guy behind the green toad real quick?
Oh, you mean the masseuse?
Give him the nose, he'd look like that funny disguise.
Oh, fucking Groucho Marx over here disguised with the...
Yeah, the glasses, the mustache, he's just missing a nose.
He did that funny, like, disguise of the oversized nose, glasses, and mustache.
He's missing a nose, that's it, that's all he's missing. Yeah, what? what?
Yeah.
Like, you know the glasses, the fake glasses with
The fake glasses, the fake nose, and the fake mustache people would wear just for fun.
Yeah, that. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, exactly.
It
That's
looks
what
like
we're
he has
talking
a nose.
about.
It does look like he has a nose, like from far away. He looks like he has a little blue nose.
Yeah, a little blue nose, like a Mr. Potato Head nose, but it's blue.
Yeah. But still, it's just like, if I get an actual PC, then I'd be able to actually get Shrooby to work.
Mm-hmm. Not just that old hunk of junk that still works, surprisingly.
I'd still use it, especially for drawing. It's just
Obviously.
Mhm.
Alright.
I mean, from there, I'd actually be able to get something to where I'd probably be able to even get a proper camera and position it.
Yeah,
so it
an
will
actual
actually-
camera, an actual microphone.
to actually draw with and everything.
Not just phone camera that almost died on us.
But still really works.
Mm-hmm.
But again,
Yeah, I see it now, the whole fawful thing.
because again, it's just if his spike flowed behind him, then I would admit to him looking a lot like Domino, but it doesn't.
Mhm.
And that stupid grin of his, it's just it ruins anything of Domino. Symbio like look alike with him. It just does.
Also, a 10 or Toon or... Again, yeah, Toon.
Tuning fork.
Yeah. But with 10, his...
His pomp is that of a delinquent.
Yeah, a Japanese delinquent. Which he has to fix every time he gets hit, which I find hilarious.
They always talk over him.
Also, I like the fact that some, if not all, of, like, these sound bites are actual Japanese words.
It's just sped up.
It's sped up and kind of mixed together.
Yeah, because, like, I've heard it with Ark going, just, like, saying yes.
Mm-hmm. Like, hi.
It's, like, so cute. Still, he's short for an antagonist.
He is, man.
It's just, bruh. What is his 10 voice?
Who, me? I don't know, it's been a bit.
It's
But he sounds like a
colorful sea.
Pretty. Alright. As much as I'd love to continue on, I do unfortunately have to call it quits here.
Yeah.
I had a great time with you, Zizi. I really did.
It's mostly because it's like just all the ideas we get to share. Because sharing ideas helps me feel better.
Mm-hmm. So thank you, Zizi. You did actually help Roll. Thank you so incredibly much. You have no idea how much this means to us.
Talking on live streams, be it Nutty, Misty, or our own, it helps me a lot. But yeah, for now, this will be quits until I think it would be next Friday, or we could even stream my next day off, which would be
Tuesday and Wednesday.
Tuesday
Or was it Wednesday and Thursday?
No, it's Tuesday or Wednesday because my manager is giving me those 2 days off to rest my ankle because we're short-staffed. We're getting some new people.
Yeah, so Tuesday, Wednesday. So we could stream much longer without worry or issue.
Yeah, and we could also do it over the weekend, possibly.
That's true. So, until then, CZ.
So, either one of them, to be determined.
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, weekend. One of those will be us.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Yeah.
See you next live stream. Thank you, ZZ. Have fun. Have a good night.
Have a good night.